This is a fascinating story about the life and work of 5 lawyers, each of whom has his own unique character and approach to law. Joo Hyun is a senior lawyer with 9 years of experience, known for his logic and professionalism, but he has never practiced law for the sake of justice. In contrast, Hee-jae is a confident and sociable lawyer who believes that changing one life can affect the whole world. The story begins with Joo Hyun walking in court, where he notices a nervous newbie. Remembering his first steps, he advises him to rely on real laws. Then we see fragments of Joo Hyun's 8-year career, in which he deals with deceitful and unscrupulous clients. Eventually, he realizes that he doesn't have to be his client's friend. In the office, colleagues communicate through group chat, discussing important matters and personal news. Today, the conversation gets especially serious. One of them goes to a famous law firm, and Joo Hyun shares that he has a blind date tonight, which he assumes will end in failure. Next, he takes on the case of a visually impaired tax inspector accused of assault. The client denies the charges, claiming that the victim is faking injuries. Joo Hyun starts an investigation, and in the evening his date turns out to be unsuccessful. The next day, a new candidate comes to the office, Hee-jae, who immediately shows her skills and gets the job. During the investigation, Joo Hyun learns that the accused and the victim used to live together, and the accusation is just revenge. He hides the truth in court, presenting the case as a dispute between neighbors, and the case is closed. In the evening, friends gather at a cafe, and a new member appears in their group, Hee-jae, who seems to be familiar to Joo Hyun from previous years. She tells how they met in Hong Kong 10 years ago, and then even agreed to meet again in Seoul. But Joo Hyun doesn't recognize her and is cold. Elsewhere, the owner of the building suggests combining all the law firms renting the premises into one large company. The partners are doubtful, but she convinces them that it is beneficial and asks them to give an answer before the next morning. The next day, Hee-jae decided to treat her colleagues to coffee. While she was delivering drinks, she heard one of her firm's lawyers discussing the impending seizure of personal property with a client. The client asks for an escort, and Hee-jae, without hesitation, offers his candidacy. Later at lunch, she shares this with her colleagues, telling them about her plans. Looking through the documents, she suddenly notices that one of the plaintiff's lawyers is Joo Hyun. Later, Hee-jae and the client go to the inventory of the property. The debtor's house is a real palace, and when bailiffs begin to put seals on, he and his wife take an unexpected step. They strip naked to force them to leave. This incident shocks Hee-jae, and she shares what happened over lunch, confessing to Joo Hyun that she met the defendant in the case. On the same night, an important precedent of the Supreme Court comes out. Now people like the debtor cannot be forcibly evicted. Both Joo Hyun and Hee-jae see this, but realize that the information has not yet reached all the participants in the process. Joo Hyun decides that he needs to file a lawsuit anyway to protect the interests of the client. At the next meeting, the debtor presents the documents, and after completing them, Joo Hyun realizes that this is the work of his colleague. This causes tension between Hee-jae and Joo Hyun, as he believes that she violated professional boundaries by providing a court document to a debtor. Their differences escalate into a cold war which affects their work and personal relationships. Soon, all lawyers receive a message about the merger of all firms into one, the Henman law firm, which adds new intrigues and competition. Meanwhile, Hee-jae, reflecting on his actions, sits on a bench near the university and watches Joo Hyun, who went out for a jog. Their eyes flash back to the past, a flashback where they kiss in Hong Kong, which hints at their complicated relationship and a past full of understatement. Despite all the intrigues and disagreements, the characters continue their daily lives, reminding that human destinies are hidden behind court cases, and their friendship and feelings are what makes them real. Eternal questions about justice, love, and devotion remain at the center of their stories, creating an atmosphere of warmth and hope. Good luck to all, and bye-bye.